I remember literally getting a note like, can we have a guy wearing a red check shirt right there? And like, yeah, okay, no problem. Crowd work kind of implies some level of compromise, some level of efficiencies required because of the extent of the crowd. And here, honestly, we didn't really make any compromises. We started by scanning the stunt infected, which gave us just under 30 base scans to work from. And that was stunt actors in full prosthetics. So you're going to quickly run out of variation when you have a frame full of 500 to 600 infected. So the next challenge was, how do we achieve that variation?
Because we had to make sure that we didn't have any that were standing side by side that looked similar at all. You know, they all had to look like they did their shopping from different stores, you know.
We realized that obviously that's not enough. So we start looking at mix and match, taking the costumes and the hairstyle from one infected and put it on another infected, adding patternings to the costumes.
That allowed us to procedurally vary patterning on the infected clothing. And that gave us essentially an infinite amount of variation. Every infected held up super close to camera as well as it did far away from camera. We had something like 500 to 600 infected, all fully simulated. So full cloth, full hair simulation.
We also use the ragdoll system in animations to simulate them bumping into each other, falling down, tripping onto each other. So that adds a lot more variations to the final movement.
One of the biggest shots we had to work on was a huge effects-heavy shot with a lot of infected crawling out of the snow. It was also one of the last shots we delivered, actually, because it was so complex and interdependent and intertwined with every character crawling out of that hole and affecting each other and affecting the snow, how it all sinks into the ground.
The great thing about the way we do simulation at Weta is we're feeding a lot of physical capture into the simulation. So you're getting a real performance in there. And because your foundation is performance-based, it looks real, which is why it looks as good as it does.